More scandal. I'll try not to cough in this one. That was horrible. Anyway, so I'm following up on the Bunny XO and Jelly Roll divorce. Yes, I will be milking it for all it's worth, okay? My life isn't as exciting right now in this moment of time, So anyways, so I remember she was on someone's show. If I think really hard, I'll remember who it is. I don't know. But anyways, she was doing talk shows because she was doing her book. I still want to read her book. You know, her book is only $20. That's a steal of a deal. I don't read anymore, but I will force myself to get through the pages. But anyway, she's on someone's talk show and she's like talking about her exes and how she's still in contact with them. And I'm like, again, when you get married, you're supposed to cut ties with all those people. You can still love them from afar and care and hope that they don't get ran over by a train or something. But you can't be cheering for them, really, because you got to put all your energy into your relationship with your man, your husband. So anyway, she said that the one in particular, did her wrong or whatever. And she still talked to him on the phone. And listen, I can't remember what talk show it was, and I can't remember exactly what she said. But basically, it's like I still talk with him and I still tell him that I love him and all these things. It was really strange. Well, anyway, she made some tiki-talkies. And she said, she's like, she's got her phone. She's walking by garbage cans. She's like, when your exes ruin a good shot. So I'm going to assume that something was up with the exes that maybe ticked Mr. Jelly Roll off. But then also people are saying Jelly Roll wasn't wearing his wedding ring in his videos last month. And that, what else? I forget what else. But, you know, she's saying that she knew something was up with him. Maybe not him. She said women's intuition. So she's kind of leaning towards like he did something. Women's intuition. What? When women's intuition that he was going to break up with you. Women's intuition that he was cheating on you. And then, but then saying that it has to do with her exes ruining a good shot. So did Jelly Roll talk to her exes and they've told him something about her? I'm very curious as to what happened, but anyways, ruining a good shot. Well, is that how you refer to your marriage, as a shot? A shot at what? A shot at Jelly Roll's money? It's kind of strange. Like, no, your exes didn't really ruin a good shot. You made bad choices and ruined your marriage. Right? You chose to have those people still in your life. And I know that, like, you know, when you have children with an ex, it's a little different thing, a different scenario, because you're like, you know, the logistics of it all, because, you know, this is someone you had children with and you're always going to kind of sort of be in their life, right? So you don't want to hate on them, you know, even though I do. You know, you got to kind of, you know, care for their well-being, because that's your children's dad or children's mother. But she doesn't have any ties with these exes. And I don't know. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens. Oh, and then she also posted that, I know I'm just full of it today. She also posted that you can't break a wild heart. So what does that mean? That you didn't have really strong feelings for him because you're a wild heart? Because like a wild heart is like you love everybody. So nobody can break your heart because you'll always find love somewhere. So I am thinking that, you know, it's probably mostly coming down to her being the issue. But I could be very wrong. I'm not always right, believe it or not. Most of the time I am. But he could have been having an affair. He could be with his, you know, kid's mom, maybe like the younger of the two children. Maybe he sparked up something there, or maybe sparked up something new. I don't know. I don't like a skinny man, so Jelly Roll's not my type. Um, but yeah, it's going to be something else to see what goes on with these two. I want to know what went on. I don't want to know what's happening next. But, anyways, movers have already been there. They're moving somebody out. I'm going to assume that Bunny's moving out of the house, but because Jelly Roll has the kids, right? But I could be very wrong. And another thing I thought is that, maybe at the end of the day, this is just a Bunny XO hustle. She's come from the school of hard knocks, and maybe this was her plan always, to stand by her man, raise his children that aren't hers, be the good stepmommy, and then take him for all he's worth. I wonder if there was a prenup, because they've agreed to, obviously divide everything up and stuff. I betcha, because Jelly Roll, no offense, he just doesn't seem like the sharpest tool in the shed. And I think that Bunny XO is more familiar with contractual stuff, legal schmeagle crap. So I'm going to guess that if they did have a prenup, that Bunny XO is still going to come out winning on top. So, just drama, and I need a little bit of a distraction.